Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's Cosplay Time. As always, I am Chris, aka Mr. Zoom _ 2028. Today, here with special guests.
I'm Mandogurl, Mandogurl.
And I'm the Gray Warden.
All right, and let's get on with the show. As soon as my phone unlocks. Okay, question one. What made you want to start cosplaying?
And I've always loved going to cons and dressing up as my favorite characters and stuff like that. To get into this level, 501st, Rebel Legion, Mandalorian Mercs, going to a couple cons, meeting some of my now really good friends in the charity aspect of it really got me interested in it. And I love the Mandalorians, so that's what got me into it at first.
And a crafter, artistic person, and always always been a big Star Wars fan, and up to the level of costuming for this type of weird.
Hold on, I think your audio is cutting out.
Can you hear okay?
All right, yeah, it's back to normal now.
All right. But I was at a Weird Al concert and saw the encore where members of the 501st came on stage for the encore. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. At the time, I wasn't sure what the 501st was. Did some research, learned what they do, decided this was something I wanted to be a part of. And that got me down the road to doing the Star Wars costuming at a higher level.
That's amazing. I myself is in the process of joining the Mercs as well.
Yeah, I love our clan is awesome. Actually, that's how I met him, my husband. My clan leader invited me to a detention cell build, actually, and that's how we met. 501st, Rebel Legion, and the Mandalorian Mercs all got together to build this detention cell for photographs and stuff like that at our local cons. So, and it was actually at the last Star Wars celebration in Chicago too. So
it's sad this year's Star Wars celebrations got pushed back though.
Yeah.
Finally gonna go, but big Rona happened.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately. We'll see how this next year goes. Well, I guess it's not the next year anymore. I guess this year. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Question 2. If that's the wrong password. How did you find out about TikTok?
She told me about it.
I was on there, I guess, when it was like Musically or whatever it was called, just for editing purposes. It wasn't to post really anything. And then once it got to TikTok and my son started to get older, we started to do more costuming stuff between him and I ended up getting on there. That's when I started to do my Mando build and everything. And it gave me something to kind of have an outlet of creativity. A lot of my friends moved away, and so I didn't get to go and go out very much. I was a loner. So that pretty much got me into getting on there. And then he was like, I don't understand why you do this. I really don't get it. And I said, well, just do a couple with me, or I'll help you with a couple of them. And then I got him hooked. So I create a monster.
Now that we haven't been to go to, reach out to meet other people.
And then the addiction to TikTok started.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Favorite characters to cosplay as?
Amanda. Amanda goes by Sarah. So it's my favorite. It's my most comfortable. I don't mind my Jawa too much per se, but I still have a touch of claustrophobia with it. So this is a lot more comfortable for me, but I also feel like a badass in it. So
My favorite is my Stormtrooper.
Mhm.
That has to be my favorite one. After that, I have a couple of them that I do just as casual. At the conventions and that I do a Resident Evil cosplay. It's a lot easier to get around and look at stuff when you're at a convention, when you're not in full armor and a full bucket and everything. So some of the lesser involved cosplays are kind of fun to do too.
Mhm.
Especially when I make armor out of EVA foam, so always never something's gonna break.
Yeah.
Well, that's with any costume, no matter what it's made out of. When you're in a group of people and you hear something hit the floor or something like
Everyone scatters and stops and
you're looking, was it me? Was it you? What was that?
We have handlers. This is what we call handlers, people that basically follow us around for those purposes. If they have to help us with fixes, if anything drops, if anything goes weird with our costume, if we can't hear, see, or whatever for pictures, or people are trying to get our attention, we have handlers, either friends or family members within the group that follow us around to help us with that. So
I have something like that, except for it's called my one friend who doesn't cosplay, who goes to conventions with us.
yeah,
well,
yeah.
that's your handler, yeah.
Also, the one who makes sure we're hydrated.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
That's
important.
that's a big thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Favorite convention to go to?
I would say pop a local convention, but I did go to Star Wars Celebration. That was a lot of fun. But PopCon is like our major con for us to troop at. That is not more or less charity based. We do raise money at the con for charity, but that's the biggest convention that we work at. We have a lot of fun. We bounty hunt, and I mean that's everyone. It's just not the Mandalorian Mercs. The 501st will go out and do bounty hunting as well, and a lot of our friends in the group all get together for that. So it's a big family reunion, and pretty much for the year.
I would agree. Indie PopCon's a good one. It's local for us. I also enjoy Cincinnati Comic Expo. That's my favorites to go. It's a smaller convention. It's a friendly convention. It's set up really nice. It's run really well. I just enjoy that one.
Sadly, out here in California, a lot of small cons have been getting pushed out by the bigger, like more corporate sponsored ones, though.
Yeah.
I would still love Diego Comic Con sometime though. That would be awesome to go to.
So would I. Yeah, I've been trying to get into that one for like 6+ years now with no luck.
Mm.
We have a very large gaming convention called Gen Con that's takes place in Indianapolis, and it is just so crowded and everything. To try to costume that one, you can't even really get into the vendor halls and stuff like that without, wedging yourself between people. It's a nice con, but it's really difficult to maneuver in. So,
and that's what I would say probably about C2E2 in Chicago. Where we're at, we're basically right of Chicago, where we live. So go up to Illinois cons as well. I do like Joliet, or that really a con that's more of a Joliet Star Wars Day, where the public library puts on a Star Wars Day and they have all of downtown. They have a huge parade. That's a lot of fun. Not like super hot outside. Which the first time going to it, it was like 90 plus degrees out, and after doing the parade, I couldn't be in costume anymore. It was too hot. But that's not a different. I mean, that's not a convention if you ask me. You know, like I said, that's more of a themed day that they have.
It's Star Wars Day.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But then C2E2 is very much like how he's describing it in Chicago. I really like the variety that they have there. It is a bigger convention than PopCon and everything. But even though it's a bigger area, you're very much squeezed in. A lot of people, because of the popularity and it's such a bigger city, a lot of people go to it. And this is from all around the area. People go to C2E2. You know, you're brushing up against people. You're bumping into them. Like sorry. You know, I mean, so I think that's why I would agree PopCon, because we don't have that much issue, but it's still a decent sized convention.
Yeah, because Los Angeles Comic Con, which is I like to call it like poor man San Diego Comic Con, because you can actually get in.
Yeah.
But wearing Attack on Titan, like the leg boxes, that was hard for a Comic Con level convention.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about cosplay?
Oh, I say least. I can say is wigs. Wearing a wig, especially when I did my Princess Serenity off the Sailor Moon, that would give me such a headache after wearing that for so long. Favorite thing about cosplaying is that I guess you get to meet a lot of cosplaying friends. I mean, you find out tips and tricks of how to do different things. And I'm honestly to the level of being in the Mandalorian Mercs and the 501st and Rebel Legion, I'm fairly new. I just got approved with my job. Well, actually, what was it, mid last year, June, July. So I mean, I'm still learning things, and so just meeting new people, making new friends, and learning different ways to upgrade my costumes, so that way my next costume will be even better. So
What do I like about costumes? You're always working something. You're done with anything. There's always something you can be doing with your costume. It's a never-ending process. But other than that, like she said, you get the chance, especially with the clubs we're in, to meet so many different new people. Some of them become very you get to do you know, and even TikTok, we've met so many people that we wouldn't have otherwise, and it's a great way to pull and do.
I do like we could is a big thing that, and it's not necessarily directed towards itself, but you do have the haters that, you know, because you're a certain race that doesn't match that cosplay that you're doing, or maybe have the skill like that. You know, the haters big thing really don't. Personally, to us, but that unfortunately we wish on. So
Hold on, I think your audio was cutting out.
Was it?
I don't know.
We were talking about gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
So,
Talking about how that's, I think, one of the big things
one
that
of the things we hate in the costume community is people that gatekeep people's costumes, or they say they shouldn't be doing that costume or they shouldn't be doing this costume. So,
and what I said is touching on the fact that, and I actually saw a TikTok, and it was more or less someone, I guess it was someone knocking someone out with a twisted T because they were hating on, because the person wasn't the same race as the cosplay they were doing. And they were talking about that. But that's stuff we do see at no matter even big or small costume cosplays, conventions. We hear that a lot. That and kids coming up and hitting us in the back of the helmets. That's a big pet peeve of ours too. We get teenagers and young punks that come up and smack, and we're like,
smack you in the helmet.
So that's happened a time or two. Yeah. So
Also there's also on TikTok the people who comment stuff when really they couldn't. They just maybe could have kept it to themselves.
yeah.
Seem to think they have this freedom just to say whatever they want, and it's like you also have the freedom just to shut up and not say it at all. It's not necessary.
But I hate to say this. Honestly, I really think that stemmed towards jealousy. Some of these people are either, maybe they don't have the means and they just want to lash out. I've seen that a lot, where, kids acting like they're trying to be cool, which is pretty sad. That's not how you go about it. So.
Yeah, like I know we've also had that in the Rainbow Six Siege cosplay community on TikTok, where some people will say, "Oh, this user's cosplay is better than yours," or blah 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 blah. It's really like, well, you could have just kept it for yourself, buddy.
Right.
What is a cosplay that you want to do in the future?
I would like to do a watch Night Owl and maybe Ahsoka later on. I'm on the fence about Ahsoka, but I think maybe like a Death Watch is probably definitely a foreseeable thing that I would like to do in the future.
I'd like to do stuff from the For Honor video game. I like that style of armor and that look from that video game.
I saw your Warden helmet build you're doing.
Yeah, that's kind of a practice piece just to see. I haven't really worked with EVA foam that much. I have a Grey Warden from Dragon Age that I did a lot of the body armor. A friend made the helmet for me, so I'd never actually made the helmet. And it was kind of just, I'd seen a few For Honor cosplayers on TikTok, and I was like, yeah, I should probably, do something like that. And so I bought a template and gave it a try as a practice. And yeah, I think I might in the future maybe put something together like that.
You nerd.
Yeah, I'm a nerd. Thank you.
It's cool. It's cool that you're actually making it. I cheated and actually like bought one.
There's nothing wrong with this. My whole Grey Warden, my Mandalorian costume I bought from a friend, the welding geek. I was going to commission the armor off of him, and it was going to be the last commission he was going to do. But at the time, he was selling a couple of his personal kits.
He was starting on his Din Djarin and stuff like that. So yeah. He was wanting to make space and make have extra money and everything for it.
Fund some of his projects, and I was like, well, I kind of did. He was selling the Snow Mando, and he was selling a Mandalorian pilot, and I really liked the look of the Snow Mando, and we struck a deal on it, and well, the rest is history on that. I've made a lot of modifications to the soft goods and made my own gun belt, girth belt, and all that. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with buying costume pieces. It's part of, you know.
I can't make a bucket, so I bought my bucket. I painted it and changed the visor out of it, but I try to put together a bucket. Yeah, no. And then when it comes down to sewing, that's not my strong point.
So
yeah. I mean, I can, but when it comes down to like, okay, I haven't sewn a actual outfit since high school. So I'm very beyond rusty. So I did commission like my vest and everything for my Mando for it. But when it came down to my belt's obviously pretty easy. I made my own cape. I just did a tutorial on weathering some scrubs to make a flight suit, because I changed from scrubs from a set or a thing of coveralls. So yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with buying pieces at all.
Yeah, I just didn't read the description. Mine would come basically bathed in oil. My warden helmet, it's a metal helmet, so they pretty much shipped it in like a big old bag of oil.
Oh.
So like, I took it out of the box and I'm like, oh, what is on my hands? Thank you, Amazon, for not warning me.
Oh, I bought a chainmail shirt, and it came in this real tiny box, but it weighed like 30 pounds, and I was like, okay, and it was oily, you know, a little bit oily and everything. And I was like, okay. Then of course I had to unfurl all this chainmail, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, that's an actual shirt. All right.
Did they send me a box full of chain that I'm about to assemble myself?
Yeah, I was really hoping it didn't say some assembly required.
That's also, you got to be careful on Etsy when they have that the blaster is a kit in really small words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought my blaster kit from Etsy. I was really happy with it.
The small kit, the small blaster that you have.
Small blaster,
yeah.
The one
it turned out really good.
I still haven't finished it, but
he just bought me my Jawa blaster that I need to start sanding and putting together. So eventually here. So yeah. I know.
Always something to do.
I've been slacking.
Yeah, it was my first Etsy purchase, and I was like, Oh no, it was also an impulse buy from watching the first episode of Mandalorian when it came out. I was like, blaster. What is this Etsy?
Oh, like I said, not wrong with it. I mean, my blaster came from Etsy too. My ammo belt came from Etsy. My ammo belt was actually brand new leather. So I had to sit there and oil that up, and I had to beat it up with a hammer and all that stuff. Yeah.
The one thing I do like from Etsy that I've actually gotten is this helmet, which was a raw 3D print.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 months of sanding, priming, sanding, priming.
Sanding, yeah. You get used to sanding a lot of stuff. Priming.
I did mine resin, so I didn't have to really do that. But my gauntlets were 3D printed, so I know the pain.
You know, breathing in some plastic that probably isn't good for you when you're sanding.
Yeah, babe, you got that, don't you?
That wasn't plastic. That was contact cement.
Close enough.
The other day. I was just a little busy. Okay.
You know, you're sanding, you go to blow off the dust, but accidentally breathe in a little.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When I was cutting out my my plates for my armor and everything, I used black Sintra. So everything besides where my goggles were, I was just covered with just black little fibers of plastic, and yeah, it was horrible.
I just had to resand these plates because the spacing wasn't up to regulation.
Yep.
You know, right after I've already painted everything and weathered it all.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually got with my my clan, and we did an armor party, and they helped me with my spacing and shaping of my plates and everything, and having a couple girls and a couple guys like shaping everything, and you're just standing there like, are we good? We good?
I'm helping.
Yeah.
You guys need a juice box?
Yeah. Well, I was actually wearing my coveralls and my vest too, so that way, with the layering of clothing, they would be worked right to my body. But then, you don't want to move, you don't want to breathe, you don't want to, go at a weird angle, then like screw everything up because you moved on them, so.
Yeah.
So.
I am glad I still live with family that could help me with this armor during COVID.
Yeah. I did luxury at the time. I wouldn't have trusted my child to help me. No.
Yes, there are words on the screen, but can I read them?
Do you have a reflective us?
What?
Do you have a reflective visor like us?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also do not have my glasses, so I cannot see.
I have to wear contacts.
Yeah, my eyes were too dry this morning to put them in. I got a full-on commit to looking at this for a second. Have you had any cosplay-related achievements?
Achievements?
Like any experiences you've gotten to do because of cosplay? Any people you've gotten to meet?
Yeah. So I want to say one of my biggest reasons and goals for me getting to the 501st and Rebel Legion and Mandalorian Mercs was they do charity events. One of them I knew is that they went to Riley Children's Hospital. My nephew was a Riley baby, actually. He was in the NICU since birth for like several months. And so that was a thing that was very close to my heart. And I actually got with one of the guys who does the event scheduling for us in the groups, and I said, hey, whenever you have one for Riley, just let me know, but put me down, like for sure I will take the day off, I don't care. And he actually did that. He got a hold of me before he even posted it and said, hey, we have this coming up, and I got to do that. That was definitely a for sure thing that I wanted to do. There was another one that we were supposed to have in September for Riley that was actually supposed to be like a graduation, basically for all the kids who graduated, and things were going good. They were supposed to come back as kind of like a reunion from the NICU, and I brought it up to my brother about taking my nephew and everything, and I was going to go to it, but unfortunately it got canceled because of COVID. So, but I at least have one checked off for me. So, I mean, I think that's at least the major one for me. So I would like to do it like the Veterans Hospital or home. That would be a good thing. I would love to do too. But I think we had one, but that got canceled as well, if I remember right. So hopefully maybe later on this year. So.
I've been on stage with Weird Al twice since I got approved with my TK. Done a couple promotional photo shoots down at the Indy Motor Speedway for May the 4th. That was kind of neat. We got to be on the track and get our photos taken, and with their crew and everything. What else have I done? We got to arrest Vanessa Marshall at one of her panels.
I'm still so
and
jealous
escort
of
her
that.
through the back to our booth, and she took pictures with us all. That was pretty cool.
I had to work that day. I was so upset.
Yeah, she and Phil Lamar and a bunch of others were doing a panel, and she requested that we do this, and we went in force through the convention hall and went up and arrested all of them and drug them out of there at the end of their panel. Met Timothy's wanted pictures with all of us at the convention. Just stuff like that.
That sounds amazing.
We had an actor from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, his name escapes me right now. Not one of the major actors. He played one of the side parts, but he actually wanted to suit up in TK armor, and he was just the same size as one of my friends. So he suited up in TK armor, and we went around the convention hall, and we would ask people if they were Stranger Things fans, and he would take the bucket off and they'd freak out and all that. And then he went up and pranked other celebrities in their booths at the photo ops and everything. So that was pretty cool.
Sounds like y'all have a lot of fun.
Yeah, it can be.
It can be.
It can be a lot of fun.
I mean, I've met a few celebrities here and there myself, but I don't know. I mean, usually when we go to cons, we get lucky enough to meet a lot of people anyways, so it's not like, not sitting there saying like it's a for sure thing, but we do have a lot of certain celebrities that do like to come and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Dave Filoni and John Favreau was hanging out at the Mandalorian Mercs Costuming Club booth during Celebration. I just missed them, and I was so upset on that one too. But I actually got to meet Vanessa Marshall. You know, I have her autograph. I got to meet her and everything. But I just remember, like, I was at work and he text messaged me these pictures and videos, and I'm like, I really now.
She had to work while I was at the con, so yeah, she wasn't happy.
Nope.
Yeah, I almost met Rob Liefeld, the creator of Deadpool.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Except for I didn't know it was him at his own booth.
Oh.
And you know, like, you kind of never want to be like, hey, is this you? And then it turns out not to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I don't know. People want Pedro Pascal, so
yeah, I get that a lot. A lot. I have to cosplay as him.
Yeah.
Work on the accent.
What cosplay would you want to do if money was not an issue?
Oh no, I don't know.
Money weren't an issue.
Money wasn't an issue. Man, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
I would say because even her mandrels, I mean, even for a good set, you're looking at $200, $300 right there. Her lightsabers, I mean, really good, decent set of lightsabers, I mean, are definitely not cheap. And her outfits are just beautiful, especially in The Mandalorian. I loved it. Let's be honest, once again, I suck at sewing. So, yeah, I would say probably her. I don't know though. That would probably be the first one off the top of my head.
I don't know. It would probably be some full-on medieval Warcraft type thing, just completely made out of metal though, and just which would probably be so impossible to wear because that stuff's so exaggerated. I don't know. I really don't know.
Or throw Matt all that money and say, Matt's the welding geek.
Yeah,
So,
my friend Matt, the welding geek. If I throw enough money his way, I'm sure he can make it all out of aluminum.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be too bad. But
he just recently did Bo-Katan helmet, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. But I think he's actually making it for his wife or someone.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think he's doing a full costume for it. So, but yeah, I don't know if I would want something full metal though. I mean, I've tried on his bucket. We've done the whole switch armor TikTok before, and it's
doesn't
too
like
heavy
it.
for me. It's really too heavy. I mean, I don't know if it's maybe because of his range viewer or
Yeah, the visor kind of
Yeah.
throws things off. It throws the balance off a little bit.
so I would probably stick with definitely Sintra or resin or something for me or 3D printed. But I would say definitely sucker for me if I that'd be pretty cool though, having something very medieval Renaissance-y armor.
Maybe like a Hulkbuster. Iron Man would be pretty cool.
Iron Man.
Iron Man
Yeah.
articulated. That would
Or turning that fan art somebody did of a medieval armor Captain Rex into a cosplay.
That would be cool.
Yeah, just something completely off the wall, never been done. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question, though. That's a really good question.
All the bells and whistles.
If money weren't an object,
I don't know. Maybe I mean, because maybe a fet. That would be cool. Because if money wasn't an option, be like, hey, Hunter.
yeah, I would. Do
Fet is
yeah.
like the hardest.
I would do the new Fett because I got the dad bod thing going, but.
But like Boba Fett is like, I would say probably anybody who you can ask. He's probably one of the hardest, the original Fett, because of all the dings, the paint job, and everything. And so to have that much detail, have that much time, have that much money to sit there and put into it, that would probably be a really good one to do. But I don't know if I would wear something like that, honestly. So
Vader's the same way.
Yeah, Vader with all the electronics. So
this helmet had dents to begin with, but I had to fill them in.
yeah, did you bond it?
I filled it in with a mixture of water putty and wood glue.
Oh,
Okay.
And then what comes after that? More sanding.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
What movies are you looking forward to?
The new Ghostbuster.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that wasn't
I mean, that is an answer. I don't know what else.
looking forward to so much. And all the series that they're going to Disney Plus, the 10 titles that they announced. Movies are a deal. Weekly, so yeah.
I mean, I would agree.
I mean, there's not a lot of production because we haven't really been going to theaters too much.
I can't remember the name, but also a new Disney movie that's going to be coming out, but kind of Asian based. And I can't remember what it's called, but and I'm going to sound nerdy, but I do like Disney animated shows still. I dragged him to go see Frozen 2. But I also know who someone who works for Disney. So, and this person actually works on these movies. I don't know if she's.
Hold on, your audio is cutting out.
Can you hear me now?
All right, yeah, now it's fixed.
But I would just have to look to see what it's called again. I can't remember.
No,
I haven't seen the preview in a while, so I don't even know when it's coming out. So
I'm just waiting for all the Star Wars stuff that was announced on Investor Day.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like Bad Batch. Can't wait for something else in the Clone Wars animation style.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Republic Rangers is the other one besides Ahsoka that I'm really excited for.
That sounds interesting.
We actually have a buddy who does a hunter off of Bad Batch. And so I really kind of like Fennec's character and the fact that she's actually going to be in the Bad Batch. I'm looking forward to that. So to see more of her character, backstory, stuff like that. So the Book of Fett, I was just told it's just a couple episodes, which kind of upsets me. But of course, Disney has lied or kept secret, should I put it? Things they said, Fett was only going to be in one episode, and that actor was definitely more than just one episode. So of the last season of The Mandalorian. So, in fact, they kept Luke Skywalker a secret, at the end for this whole entire time. So for them to come out and say the Book of Fett's only gonna be for a couple episodes, I hope that's not true. So
I think the only Bad Batch cosplayer that I've heard of we have out here though is Michael from Rexing Around.
Yeah, he does it. I think
we had him on the show a few months ago too.
Him, Hunter, and I think there was one other guy.
I know Greg has the Wrecker helmet.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm. So, I don't think Hunter's posted anything with him.
No, he hasn't put any on his TikTok.
Yeah, he hasn't posted anything.
Well, no, he has one, a short one, like the very first video he posted was like him and one of the Rex cosplayers, and he was like running away in his hunter costume. That's the only one he's got on there.
Okay. So I don't know. I'm sure we'll see more of him for different things. Especially, he might be saving that until the show comes on, to where people are more prone to recognize that character a little bit more. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he does a Boba Fett and Captain Rex, and he.
I keep on telling him I need to start taking his applications for him being asked to be dated and married and everything. I need to become his manager.
Yeah.
Do you collect anything?
Yeah. We do a lot. We have shelves upon shelves of Black Series figures and Funko Pops and yeah.
And we got helmets and costumes and props.
We have totes of costumes in the other room.
Costume pieces.
Yeah.
And patches and
coins,
enamel pins, and challenge coins. Yeah, there's a lot of collections. I collect coffee mugs also. I like coffee mugs styles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Usually he buys a Comic-Con.
Yep.
He'll find a coffee mug and bring it home.
As a souvenir.
And I'm a pin person, pin or coin, usually.
Go to Comic-Con, drop like at least $300 on collectibles.
Very easy to do.
I've done that.
we also collect art from.
Yeah.
You go to Artist Alley and at the convention, and you find stuff you like. I've got so much of it, I don't even have room on the walls.
Yeah.
For it all.
My yeah.
I think everyone's guilty of that. Yeah.
My husband actually, I think it was Valentine's Day last year.
Yeah.
He actually knows a Topps artist who does Star Wars art for Topps, and he commissioned him to draw me and like a little chibi Mando of me, and it's so cute. I love it. So
Yeah, we collect everything.
yeah, I told him I just recently had a discussion with them. We need to go buy more shelves.
Yeah.
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 You know, you buy one Funko Pop, and next thing you know, you have like over 200.
Yeah.
I like to. That's one of my big things. I probably have maybe 10 or so different ones that are autographed here. I'm kind of guessing. So I have more Funko Pops, but
that's one thing I never got into was getting people's autographs.
you're like money.
I have a few. I have David Prowse's autograph. I have Weird Al's autograph on several things, and I have Lou Ferrigno's autograph, the original Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I'm in the process of moving right now, so I have 3 of those big like yellow and black Home Depot tubs full of Funko Pops.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Well, I mean that would probably equal how much we have.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. We have them stacked on the shelves.
Stacked double deep, and some of them are stacked on top of each other, and yeah.
He probably has doubles of some of them. To be honest,
actually, a lot of the doubles that I had, I got rid of. My Garrison was doing a Toys for Tots drive.
I forgot you did that.
So a lot of the doubles I had, I just boxed up, took them in, and said, "Here, take these. I don't need doubles of this Funko or Black Series." And I had a pretty good sized box that I just took in and said, "Here you go." Otherwise, yeah, I would have a lot more.
The Great Wall of Funko.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that wall over there.
Yeah.
And part of that wall.
Yeah.
And there's there's Funko on that one too. I thought that was Black Series.
No.
That's all Funko.
I think Funko should do like a monthly service or something. Yeah, like a Funko Pop of the month they send you or something for a fee.
They did do for Star Wars. They had one called Smuggler's Bounty.
And you did get a specialty Funko in it.
You got it.
And he has some of them.
Especially Funko, and sometimes a T-shirt and other things. That was actually pretty cool. And then they, for whatever, stopped doing it.
Hold on, I didn't hear that. Your guys' audio was like completely off for a second.
I said Bounty, and you can't even get anymore, so they're worth a lot more money. So.
I saw that the fully armored Captain Rex Funko Pop is like 500.
Truth.
Yeah, I don't think I have that one.
That's our kids' college funds,
Well, I guess they're not going to college because I'm not getting rid of them.
What are you gonna do once you're gone? You think I'm gonna bury you with all your stuff? Hell no.
Yeah.
Bury me like the pharaohs.
Yeah. Behold my things. My stuff.
No.
Just bury me in my tomb.
No.
Of Funkos. No. Black Series. Melt it all down. One big glob casket.
Make a shaped casket out of a Funko, like a Funko shaped casket.
There we go. Funko casket with a bobblehead.
Oh my god.
That was okay.
Replace the Great Sphinx with a bobblehead Funko Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That'd be that. Yeah. There we go. Just sitting there, just.
I think for Funko Pops, though, I kind of prefer the ones that aren't bobbleheads because their necks look a little better when they're not bobbleheads.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause some of them don't get packaged well, and then like the head is like bent this way.
Was it the other day you found those Mando ones at Party City, and you went through every one of them to make sure? Oh, which one of these looks better?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, what one had like no paint scuffs?
This one's got a little paint scuff there.
No bend in the pulse rifle.
The Amban rifle's bent a little bit. I'm like that. 2 hours later.
It was all maybe about
there were only
3 minutes.
There were only 5 of them when we were there 2 hours while you were deciding which one was the best one.
Oh my god. I know you're
Sounds like me at Frank and Son's collectible show.
What was that?
I said that sounds like whenever I go to Frank and Son's collectible show out here.
And you're like checking everyone up.
I'm spending the money on it. I'm going to make sure it's a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine aren't ever coming out of the box, so I feel like, hey, that's a special edition. It's got a scuff right there.
Oh my god.
The one eye's looking the wrong direction. It's a special edition.
His glasses are a little bit droopy.
Yeah.
We do also have some of the Asian Funko Pops. You have a C3, yes, limited edition. You have a C3PO, and I have a First Order Stormtrooper. So
very limited edition ones.
Mm-hmm.
But also sounds like the Black Series figures sometimes like that one doesn't look quite right. Something ain't right about him.
Yeah.
When usually like for the clone troopers, sometimes the visor's all kind of warbled.
Mm-hmm.
One of my biggest pet peeves about the Black Series figures is that Sabine's, her eyes almost makes her look like a zombie because they're like painted gold, like a yellowy orangish gold color, and it looks so funky. I have one that's open out of box, but she's my favorite character. I have one that's open out of box, and then I have one that's in box signed by the voice actress. But it just always looked weird to me. So I don't know.
A lot of the Black Series too, you really got to look at the face sculpts too, because it's like, who is this supposed to be?
Yeah.
That doesn't look right.
Yeah, I saw a lot of mist molds with the new Ahsoka one from season 7.
Mm-hmm. I would like to get my hand on one of those.
Yep, but those are like $50, $50 to $60 now.
That and the Funko Pop on my list.
Yeah.
So for that one. So
don't even get me started on the Sideshow and Hot Toys.
Oh God, yeah. No. Yeah.
No.
We don't go that high. I think the most expensive thing I have is I have Carrie Fisher's autograph. And then for an actual purchased item, as I have a Sailor Moon Star Locket, the prop replica one that came out for the 20th anniversary. But then I got that signed by the voice actress. So that's probably even more pricey than what it originally was. I think that was like $120. But I don't like, when it comes down, I mean, if it's like a lightsaber or something, I can understand about something being that expensive. Especially, but I don't know if I would spend that much on a pop or anything. No.
I saved that for costume pieces.
Yeah. It would have to be something really, really nice, like I said, like a lightsaber or something to really go that much out of my way. But
I mean, if it was a really good, like, individual piece of artwork,
I mean, yeah.
I might.
Yeah, I think the only Sideshow I have right now is I pre-ordered the Ahsoka one. I pre-ordered it as soon as Michael posted it on his Instagram that he pre-ordered. I was like, ooh, they're making that?
Yeah. So
how they you can actually like pay in installments monthly.
Oh.
Because this one doesn't come out until like this time, like next year, basically.
Mm.
Well, I saw they have a lot of Mandalorian ones coming out.
I might have to.
I guess all my money's going towards shelves.
Yep. See, and that's our issue too. Is the fact, like I said, we're just talking about getting shelves because we're literally getting to the point where we're running out of space, and
Yep.
so that's our first and foremost thing that we actually have to worry about now. Is like I literally one day messaged him at work. I'm like, we need more shelves. Start looking at more shelves.
Well, I know where to get them. Just get them. Yeah.
Chop.
I sent you the information and you worked near there. I didn't see you bring them home.
You told me we would talk about it when I got back home.
Well, for shelves, like you might want to check out Home Depot. You can there's some pretty good DIY tutorials for shelves, like mounting like planks of wood on the wall and painting them all nice.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's what I'm shelving from is actually
It's
Home Depot.
Yeah. I just buy the metal rails that you can put the brackets on and just lay the shelves on them, and they're pretty easy to set up, adjust everything. So
We have our room painted as the red for the Black series and black.
the red and black.
The red
yeah.
and black, so we have black shelving.
I actually took
So-
a Black Series box into Home Depot and had them paint match the colors for the paint. Like you put a box up there and it kind of disappears. Like the red completely matches the color of the walls. Yeah.
Welcome to the Star Wars Shrine.
Right. See, I'd be afraid though to light candles up in here because of lighting something on fire. That would be like the worst.
Yeah. Well, you got to ensure the expensive ones.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, I was just actually talking to him about this. For Christmas, I got the Baby Yoda, or the child, I guess, Lego set, and I am not a collector of Legos. And I'm like, should I build it? Or should I just keep it in the box? I have no clue because I don't know if it's going to be worth anything later on in life. I'm sure it would be, but the difference between, okay, if I build it once, put it all away, I'm good, and save it for a rainy day, or should I just leave it mint? So.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're down to 2 or 3 questions left. What is your favorite type of pizza and pizza place?
Forward to this one. Well, not. I know. But the place that we like a lot, well, place, but they make red pepper. Red pepper, well, the red jam on it. And
Hold on, you're cutting out again.
Good.
One more test.
Good.
Yep, now you're good.
But I add jalapeno peppers on there to give it like a little kick. But yeah, it's really good.
My favorite pizza is my next one.
Yep.
I'm gonna get. Yeah, that's my favorite. But I do like it's our favorite restaurant, and they have a wood-fired oven. They cook everything in there, so they do the flatbread pizzas. And the last time we were up there, I had one that they called it the Oink. It had
really
barbecued pulled pork with spicy barbecue sauce, red onions, jalapenos, and all that. Oh man,
That sounds delicious.
It's
It
good.
was incredible.
It's good.
But the good old, sausage, pepperoni, mushroom, and onion pizza is delicious too. So I like all types of pizza. I mean, you can do much with it.
I got the unusual choice, jalapeno and pineapple.
Okay.
Little sweet, little spicy.
Yeah. Sounds like something I would definitely eat.
Mm-hmm.
Or barbecue chicken pizza from California Pizza Kitchen.
Okay.
I've had it before.
Barbecue sauce instead of pizza sauce. You got bacon, cilantro, chicken.
Yep. We don't have California Pizza Company. Like, they have the frozen ones here.
Yeah.
But we don't have the actual company around here, unfortunately. So
Hopefully one day.
maybe, yeah, it'd be nice. I've had a couple of them. I do believe I've had their Hawaiian before, and it was pretty good too. So.
Do you prefer posters or collectibles?
Depends. Once again, if it's like poster like art, then I don't know. It would probably be a toss up. But if you're talking about traditional posters, I would say probably collectibles.
I'm more of a collectible person. Like I have smaller posters and that, and I've gotten some movie posters and stuff like that, and they're pretty much just stored away. So yeah, I like the collectibles. They're more tangible. You can check them out. Like especially with Black Series for a costumer, you can actually the ones you do take out of the box, which I don't take all of them out of the box. You can actually check out the costume that you're wanting to build that physically. So, oh, okay, well that's what that's supposed to look like. So yeah, I think I'm a collectible person, judging by the look of collection. I'm a collectible person.
He had to buy shelves just for me when I moved in. There was no room on his shelves that he already had. I don't know if he froze. I think so.
Phone freeze?
No.